Hey everybody, it's Jill, and we're going to be making pumpkin scones today. I want to upfront say that this recipe will have dairy in it, so I just wanted to make that clear. I now want to thank Kat one more time for this gorgeous apron that her mother made, and I just love it. So again, Kat, thank you, and thank you, Mom. So let's get started here. Come on down and I'll show you what we have. We have some unbleached white flour, and to that I'm going to add a quarter. First of all, I want to say this recipe comes from the Joy of Baking, fabulous channel, and I will put her page, her channel down below. She's fabulous, and I've done just a little tiny bit of changes. The director does not like ginger all that much, and this calls for a half a teaspoon of ginger, and I put a quarter in. And then we've got some cinnamon, 3/4 of a teaspoon of cinnamon. Okay. And then 3/4 of a teaspoon of baking powder. Okay. And a half a teaspoon of baking soda. These are quarter teaspoon measurements. I would have hoped that I should have said that up front, but that's what that is. And also calls for a quarter teaspoon of salt, but unsalted butter. So I have salted butter, so I've used just about 1/8 of a teaspoon of that salt instead of the full quarter teaspoon. So I'm going to go ahead and incorporate all the spices and the baking soda and baking powder in here. And I'm going to then add some light brown sugar. That all crumbled up there. And get that mixed in.
I'm getting hungry already.
Okay, that looks pretty good. A few little crumbles here and there, but that will break down when I start working the butter in. There we go. So I have a half a cup, which is a cube, of icy cold butter that I have cut into little tiny cubes. And I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle those all about. And I'm going to take a pastry cutter. You could also do this with your fingertips. You could go around and just kind of crumble it in. But I'm going to go ahead and use this pastry cutter. This is the way she did it on her channel. And these looked amazing. And she is a fabulous baker. That's all she does is bake. And so I'm going to get a knife here. So any recipe I've tried of hers has always been a winner. It hasn't been like a flop. So I'm hoping that I do her some justice here today. All right, so I'm going to keep working on this, and as soon as I have it completely combined, I will bring you back. Okay, we are back, and as you can see, I've got that really well incorporated. There's a few little pieces in there that are larger, but those will help make that all flaky as those scones cook. And I'm adding some chopped walnuts. Her recipe called for chocolate chips, and I didn't get it. She loves chocolate, and she thought chocolate and pumpkin was a good combination. Not so much as far as I'm concerned. So I decided
with pumpkin,
what?
Hazelnuts would have been
Hazelnuts
good.
would have been good, but you're getting walnuts.
But pumpkins are kind of a Northwest fall thing, and obviously hazelnuts are a Northwest fall thing.
Okay, whatever. I'm going to set that aside, and I'm bringing in pumpkin, bringing in a bowl. And in that bowl, I'm going to have some, this is canned pureed pumpkin without spices, just straight pumpkin. There we go. And then in here, it's going to go up. Oh, I can't get that bottle open. There we go. A teaspoon of vanilla, which is going to be 4 of these little guys. 3 and 4 with just a little bit of the Jill for Today love, because I do love vanilla. And then it calls for between a third and a half a cup of buttermilk. What I did was, and she said this was actually an excellent alternative if you don't have buttermilk, is to get some milk and put some cider vinegar in there and let it sit for a bit, and it will really make it a buttermilk type of thing. And she said it's just almost as well in cooking as the buttermilk. So as you can see, it is clobbered a little bit there. So I'm going to go ahead and add that third of a cup that she suggested. And where the rest of it comes in is when you are mixing the dough and the wet ingredients together. So I'm going to go ahead and give this a good mix. Okay, here we go. And I'm going to bring those dry ingredients back in. I'm going to add this moist to the dry. Alright, and then I'm going to go ahead and start stirring this in. And she said, and I saw the video, she said it's not super dry, but it's not super wet, which is like, really? But we're going to work with this here. I'll bet I am going to add that remainder of that.
It looks super dry to me.
Yeah, it does. Well, and it is. It is indeed. Yes, that is too dry, so we're going to go ahead and add the rest of that faux buttermilk. And once this comes together into a mass, I'm going to put some flour on the counter and just knead it, 5 or 6 times, just to really kind of bring it together and get it ready for cutting, measuring and cutting. Yes, this is looking much, much better. Yes, this looks very good. And as I stir this, that flour will become more incorporated. It'll absorb more of that liquid. Yeah, this is looking very good. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to prepare some flour on the counter here, and we'll be back and do a little kneading. So we'll be back. Okay, we're back. And I wanted to explain, I thought maybe this looked a little too wet after I got done stirring it really well. So I added maybe 2 or 3 tablespoons more flour. First of all, the director says, and it's true, this smells amazing. We're trying to figure out what it is, if it's the pumpkin or the vanilla or the cinnamon, all of it, I guess.
I forgot about cinnamon.
Yeah. So I'm ready to go ahead. I put some flour here on the board. You want to bring it on down there, and we'll bring it on down. As you can see, it's a nice little mass. And yeah, having that extra, what I should have done was pulled back on that liquid. Remember, I put the whole half a cup in there, and I didn't need to do that. I could have pulled back a little bit on that. So next time I make them, which will be again, yeah. All right, so we're just kind of bringing this all together. Oh, this is looking really, really nice. Okay, so we're going to bring it in a mound, and we're going to press it out to 7 inches. That's what she said, and I'm about there. 7 inches. All right. And I'm going to cut it into 8 pieces. So there's 2, 4, 5. Yeah, it still looks a little wetter than what hers was, just a little bit. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put these on a cookie sheet. Yeah, this is wetter than hers. Next time, less of that milk. I'm going to put these on a cookie sheet, and we will be back because I'm going to show you that next step before we put them in the oven. We're back. I've got them on the cookie sheet, and I cleaned up because I had a mess everywhere. And I can tell these are moister than hers. So keeping that third of a cup of buttermilk was the route to go, and just work it in. This is a little bit of milk, and she said cream or milk to help brown that top and make it crispy. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little of that on there. And then these are going to go into a 400-degree oven for about 20 or 25 minutes. And as they're moister than hers, they may take about a half hour. So I'll just have to wing it, and we'll just see how that goes. So I think we're going to go ahead, put these in the oven, give them 20-25 minutes, and when they're ready to come out of the oven, I'll let you know. So we'll be back. It took exactly 20 minutes. I put 20 minutes on the clock. I didn't check them until 20 minutes. I thought, perfect. So let's take a look down here. And they just smell amazing. Here, look at these. Aren't these beautiful though? They smell good. They smell good.
Oh, they smell fantastic.
They smell good.
There's only one thing wrong with them. It's only 8 of them.
It's early in the pumpkin season. That's the good news. All right. So I'm going to let these cool until, they should be warm. They don't have to be cold. And then we're going to come back and we're going to take a taste of these, which, the smell. If you had smell-o-vision. So we'll be back when they're cool, and I know someone who's going to want to sample this.
Oh yeah.
We'll be back soon. They're cool enough for us to eat. We're very excited. Let's take a look at them. First of all, they're all one of my pretty fall platters. Look, I love my fall stuff. I start to haul it out about this time, and I'm just so excited. Anyway, these look fabulous. They smell amazing. And I think the director's going to come around here, and we are going to take an official taste. So this is our first fall thing.
Dish, yeah.
Yeah, pumpkin-y. We did caramel corn.
Yes.
Which was awesome, and that recipe, is down below there, a couple of videos back. But this is like our first pumpkin-y kind of thing. So, okay, I'm gonna give you a nice chunk. I'm gonna bring that up forward here. Can you see that? Can you see that? Can you see that? It's gonna come in. Let me do there. Here we go. All right. Go back.
No nostrils.
No, go back. All right, that's good enough. Okay, here. It looks so moist. And I'll tell you, that smells.
Good.
Oh, are you ready?
Yep. Oh yeah. Nice.
It's moist texture. Oh, the pumpkin kicks in.
Yeah.
Did I hit you? It's because it's so exciting. It is so delicious. And the nuts are in there. You wanted hazelnuts. Hazelnuts would have worked very well, but it had so much walnuts.
Yeah. But it's good. No, I'm gonna get some.
The pumpkin.
Boy, that's good.
Oh. It's crispy on the outside, and really moist on the
chewy
inside.
on the inside, yeah. That's good.
Stephanie Jaworski, that's the Joy of Baking.
Oh.
That woman rocks.
Yeah, delicious.
I will leave a link to her channel because you know what, she rocks. Every recipe I've done of hers has been awesome.
Oh, I like
And this is right up there.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Try this. And I think the moisture, I think they 20 minutes, that was it.
Yeah, I don't think you'd want to make them drier.
No, and I added that 2 or 3 tablespoons more, at the end.
I take that back. Sometimes, when you buy, commercially baked scones, they're drier.
Oh, they are drier than
Yeah,
that.
but you'd have to have them with tea or something like that.
Excellent.
Very good.
Excellent.
Wow.
All right. I'll give you the recipe down below. I'll give you a link to her channel.
And I'm just going to go finish the other 7 scones.
Oh, well. All right, everybody. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for watching. Tell your friends, subscribe, thumbs up, comments, and eat some pumpkin because it's fall.
And get out there and enjoy fall.
It's so beautiful
'cause
out there.
It's gorgeous.
Oh.
Best time of year.
It's the most favorite time of year. All right, everybody. See you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.